I welcome all of you once again to our meeting for today. So, time don't reach for us to listen to the first part of our meeting, which is the Watchtower study, and the theme, which is the public talk, and the theme now, waiting fit help the family happy. I beg, I would like me all of us pay attention as Brother Namso Ipangeto go handle this part. Brother Namso, will they pay attention?
All of us who sit down here will be part of family. If it be for family, will be papa, or will be mama, or will be pikin. Now family, now make up the society, and now family, now make up the congregation. Congregation no go fit exist if family is no there. We know say Jehovah God now be the person who start the family. And so he really wants make family there happy. We too will be part of family. We go like make our family there happy. But we fit talk say family really there happy today. The answer now no. Plenty families no there happy. Instead of families today happy, then they get different problems. Some then they talk with each other anyhow. Respect no there. Trust no there. Love no there for many families. And this one don't make plenty families scatter. And sad to say, this problem where exists for family, even they affect some families where they worship Jehovah. This situation really shows, say, waiting there, the Bible book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verses 1, go reach 5, say it is fulfilled. For that Bible portion, they talk about things where could happen for the last day. Among the many things where that Bible portion talk, say, people no go get love for themselves. They go make mouths. They go there proud. And they no go obey, children no go obey papa and mama. They no go get love. They no go agree with anything. Trust no go there. You go really see, say, this is where this Bible portion talk. Now the same thing where they affect family today, where family they pass through today. For family, some know they get love for others. Then they talk anyhow. Trust no they, and then they agree with each other. But it means, say, because Bible say we did the last days, this thing could happen. Say, we no go fit happy, peace, and happiness no go there for our family. Now, so you mean? No. Since we talk, say, that Jehovah now start the marriage, or the family, and he really wants us to happy, Jehovah not just leave us like that. Maybe they face this problem alone. Instead of that, he give us things, help. If where we put into practice, it could make family there happy. For our talk this morning, we could talk about some of those things where they affect families, some of those problems where family they face. And then we will read some Bible portion and see the help, those things where God give us, where fit help families to overcome the problems where we they face today. And since all of us are part of a family, we go see how we fit apply these things for our life. This one could fit help us make we they cope with the problems where they happen to family and then still get happiness in our family. All of us could feel benefit for this talk this morning. For our young ones, they could still benefit. Especially, most of the Bible principles where we go read today, go fit help them when they don't become papa or when they don't become mama. So you're good, make we open our heart and mind and see where we go fit improve as we consider this talk. We're not going to need to think about our family member, we will need to think of how these principles where we could consider for God's word will be help, could fit help us, make we contribute our best so that family go there happy. Many problems where they affect family, one thing they cause most of these problems, now when people, they think of their self alone. When husband, they think of himself alone. When wife, they think of himself alone. And when children, they think of themselves alone. For English, they call them selfishness. Me first. If it is okay for me, I don't mind whether it affects others or it don't affect others. This attitude of selfishness don't they affect family, and that be one of the things where they cause problem well for the family. And that's so Satan won't make me think. Satan won't make me think, say, if matter benefit us, if things benefit us, then it okay. We don't need to consider how others they feel. And if we don't consider how others they feel, believe me, we not going to get happiness for our family. But the truth be say, instead of us to think the one who could benefit us, Bible for the Bible book of Acts chapter 20 verse 35 says, happiness there when we they give than when we they receive. So when we they think of waiting to affect others, waiting to benefit others for our family, waiting will fit contribute to make our family happy, it could really make us happy instead of waiting to benefit only us. We could see some Bible principles where it help us. The Bible book of Colossians, Apostle Paul writes some counsels, some information where we say, if family put into practice, it could fit help us, make them they solve those problems with their family. Make we see the first one from the Bible book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 14. I beg, when you open that Bible portion, you fit keep them, because we will still read plenty of Bible portion from that book of Colossians. Colossians chapter 3, verse 14. If you see your own, I read from God's word here. But apart from all this one, wear love for body, because they join people together so that nothing fit separates them. Bible say, make we wear love for body. English say, clothe yourself. You see, as all of us sit down here, we wear different clothes, and that one can make us fine well. Now, so it still be, when family members wear love for body, it could make them cover so many things. For some of us, if we know wear clothes, some no go fit no say we get mark, we get problem for body, but when we wear clothes, it will cover those things. So when we wear love as family members for body, it could fit help cover some problems, some of those imperfections where we get. For English, this second verse says, for love is a perfect bond of union. For those where they do carpenter, you get what they call bond, top bond. They will use gum wood together. If you put this gum glue together, take gum and they're easy to separate this wood, you know, go there easy. So this love will be like that bond, that gum, where fit gum us to each other, and nothing could make we separate. So when people for family not to think of themselves only, then they think of waiting to affect others, waiting to benefit others. This one will fit help them, make they get love and make family there happy. Real love, no be waiting with a talk or no be waiting with a feel. Now waiting with a do to show say we love these ones. Now action, yes, waiting with a talk also matter, but now the action where would they take could show say we get real love for one another. For the three persons who make up the family, the husband, the wife, and the children, God's word get counsel where fit help these ones. Make we see waiting fit help husband so that they will fit contribute, say family will get happiness. The Bible book of Colossians, we see one read. This time around, one read verses 19, and then we'll come read 21. Verse 19 says, Una will be husband, make una continue to love una wife, and make una know they overvex with them. Verse 21 says, Una will be papa, make una know they provoke una picking them, so that life no go tire them. You notice waiting the first verse 19 where we read talk. It say, make husband no overvex with his wife. For English, it say, make you no be bitterly angry with the wife. So that means things fit there where fit make husband vex. But this Bible portion say, make we no overvex. Make we no allow that small thing where happen come make us overvex. Because when we overvex, we see say happiness no go there family. You also see that verse 21. He also talk the same thing about children. Say, make we no make children they provoke to anger. If it say, how me I fit make my pikin provoke? Plenty ways there. If you be waiting with the talk, the way they react, the way they treat them, this one fit they make children overvex. So Papa, where they think more of the family before his own could do everything possible so that the family, other family members go there happy. How about other persons who make up the family, the wife? The wife now be the second person for the family. We get plenty role to play so that family go fit there happy. People say if the husband are the head of the family, the wife are the neck. And you know, without neck, head no go exist. So the two of them, they complement each other. Make we see what wife fit do for the Bible book of Colossians, chapter 3. This time around, we won't read verse 18. Colossians chapter 3, verse 18. Make wives they under their husband. This now waiting the Lord wants. So women get parts well to play to make family they happy. Bible say make them they under their husband. For English say make them they submissive to their husband. This one no make them they inferior at all. Make them no consider themselves say they inferior. Instead of that, na companion they be to their husband. So when wife they support the decision where the husband make, when wife they play her part, they work hard, you go see say family go fit there happy. Husband get part to play, we don't read them, and wife also get parts to play to support the husband in the decisions where the husband they make. How about children? Make we read for that same Colossians. This time around chapter 3, verse 29, we won't read about children. It talks, picking them, make una they obey una papa and mama for everything. This one, they make the Lord happy. Picking, make una they obey una papa for everything. Well, this one no mean say if papa wants make pikin do wetin dey bad, children suppose obey. And we know say papa where they worship Jehovah, mama where they worship Jehovah, you no go want children make you do something way bad. So children, they could know say they will need to obey their papa. Rules there the family, they could need to follow the rules. As we talk, we'll see say if children know they obey papa and mama, this one too fit cause problem for the family. So they too get parts where they fit play to make the family they happy. So for this first part, I would like to ask myself, say, as husband, waiting, how go really show say I love and care for my wife? As papa, I go want talk say, ask myself, say, waiting I they do to contribute, say, I love my children and I care for them. And as wife, we go good, make we ask ourselves, say, how I they show, say, I they submit and I they cooperate with my husband so that happiness go there the family. How they show say I dey care and love for my children so that happiness go there for the family. So when we ask ourselves this question, sit down there, look wetin we dey do, we see say we will fit make amends where it is necessary. Another problem where they make family make they no happy today now, when one person know they worship Jehovah. Sometimes the husband feel come embrace the truth, and the wife never embrace the truth. Or wife fit embrace the truth, and the husband never embrace the truth. And this one fit dey cause problem for the family. So how such husband, how such wife fit dey sure say the worship of Jehovah no make am cause problem for the family? Wetin they fit do? Well, they go need to see wetin they fit do to show say then they cooperate with their partner, when they love their partner, whether their partner they serve Jehovah or they serve Jehovah. For the Bible book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verses 1 and 2, it shows wetin fit happen if a husband where they worship Jehovah or wife where they worship Jehovah, they do her best or his best to contribute to the peace where they family. Make me read that Bible portion. 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 1 and 2. That place talks, say, for the same way as wife, make una put una self under una husband, so that if any of them know to obey God's word, una find character fit make them change, even if una no talk anything. Because they don't see say una they behave well and una get deep respect. So our action fit help the other person make it come worship Jehovah, even if then they persecute us. If he can say, this woman where they disturb, where I not allowed, make it save Jehovah. You see, they respect me. You see, they love me. You see, they love the family. They care for the needs of the family. This one, female, that husband, when they worship Jehovah, one day say, make I come see this kind God where this woman they worship. Or make I follow study Bible. Perhaps this one fit also help me. So, because our family members know they worship Jehovah, this one no go suppose cause problem for the family. Instead of that, we could allow our good character, they talk for ourselves. This one fit help others, may they come worship Jehovah. Another problem we want to talk about now, when pikin or children not obey their papa, or when they don't start to behave anyhow. For English, it says some of them don't rebel against the authority for the family. You no get plenty things where they sadden their parents than say pikin where you don't train to worship Jehovah, it don't come up, it can't they disobey, it can't they turn something else. If it affects parents well. So but if this kind of thing happen, we no go need to give up. We still need to continue, do our best so that we'll fit help this one. With love, this one fit come, their head feel cool down, they come, they worship Jehovah. So, make we dey always talk softly, they talk with our pikin. Make we dey listen to them. Make we dey take time, they explain things to them. Make our pikin be our friends. This one fit help us to know what's in their mind. And when pikin know say, we be their friends, it could be easy for them to talk to us, waiting be their problems, waiting they disturb them for mind. For the Bible book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4, when Jehovah they gave the children of Israel instruction on how to care for the parent, for children, it says, make them they inculcate God's word for them. That English, inculcate, maybe they put the fear of Jehovah for their mind. That English reminds us of people where they plant farm. If you see farm where fine well, garden where fine well, you go know say the farmer don't do work well. No be so? The farmer don't take effort well. Farmer where one making farm fine well, he go need to weed the farm, come out the wheat. You go need to water the crops. You go need to tame those trees, those plants. Sometimes you go need to put rope for those plants. Parents, for our farm, for our family today, fine, we need to do plenty work. We will need to do the weed. Remove those characters, those bad characters, where they affect our children. Comot them, those bad friends, where if it affect them, weed them comot. And it no go good make we do am when the crops don't grow, when the children don't grow. Now when the crops still dey small. If the crops don't grow, she said the weeds don't grow too, it go dey difficult for us to remove them. So at that tender age, we go start to dey do am. We need to water the children. Allow God's word. Use God's word. They talk with them. They reach their hearts. This one fit help us to they manage them and inculcate or put God's word in their mind. Children too, since we know say we get parts to play for family, we will do well to respond to the training where our papa and mama they give. It is sweet their mind when we see say the children where we they train, they respond well. So if we want to make it sweet, your papa mind, your mama mind, do your best to also respond to the training where they give you. This one could fit make happiness there for family. Another thing we want to talk about now, families where get bad character. Then they curse each other. Then they talk anyhow to each other. And this one don't become their pattern. We fit know of such family for our territory. We will say in the morning, you go see husband and wife, then go do, dicking. In the night, when it happen, you will not say not them. If this kind of thing don't get root in our family, what thing we fit do? You get anything where we fit do? Yes, if we follow what in Bible teach, if it help us, make we stop this bad character. I beg, maybe go back to that Bible book of Colossians. This time around, we want to read verse 12 of chapter 3. Verse 12 of chapter 3 says, or Colossians says, so as holy people, where God don't choose, and where He love, make una wear deep love and feeling, get good hearts, they humble, they gentle, and they patient. See, say, what we talk, the other Bible portion talk about before, say to wear love. Apostle Paul still repeat them here. This time he can't add feeling. He can't add good hearts, they humble, they gentle, and they patient. Plenty things there where fit make husband vex or wife vex for the family. But when wife or husband get good feeling, get good hearts, they gentle and patient, this one fit help such family where don't get that problem to overcome them. It good make such family know they allow small thing to make them quick vex. They hear say, a small thing they quick vex me. So if na small thing they quick vex you, if na big things, what thing go happen? I mean say you go put fire for river. And we no go want to do that. We no go also allow make small problem can grow from small hill to mountain as people they talk am. Something where just happens small. As it happens so, make we see how we fit trash them out, how we fit solve them. Rather than we compile something, another one come there, another one come. Before you know, if you come ask, what be the problem? And they tell you what be the problem, you go see, say, nah, just small thing. Now it cause a problem. Something like, I come back, you no keep food for me. Or you put food, you no put meat for me. Or toothpaste. Instead of from the bottom, the husband like made the press from the bottom. The wife, okay, press from the middle. These are small. These are things where it don't matter. So if they pay attention to all these small things for family, it will create problem. So just like within that Bible portion, we be patient with each other, condone each other, allow certain things go. This one fit help us with time make we overcome bad character where there for the marriage. For the Bible of Matthew chapter 19, verse 6, when Jesus Christ, they talk about marriage, he compare them to yoke. And yoke now, that time, now something where they put between two animals, they go put that wood for their neck. The two animals could they walk. Think of how it could be when the other animal and this one no cooperate with each other. They go fit achieve the work. They no go fit achieve the work. This one go one drag go this side, this one go drag go this side. But think of if those two animals, where they put the yoke together, cooperate, then go fit do the work well. Now so it still be that yoke where form between husband and wife supposed help us, make we cooperate with one another. Make we continue to work together for the success of one another. You go good say, this family will get this kind of problem too. They will need to talk to Jehovah in prayer. They will need to be open-minded. Tell Jehovah the problem where they face for the marriage. Say they don't want. Make it give them safe control so that they no go fit they talk anyhow with their family member. Make we see another Bible portion. This time around now, verse 13 of Colossians chapter 3. Good, make we keep for mind what thing we fit do. Colossians chapter 3 verse 13 says, make una no tire to endure, waiting una do each other, and to always use una heart forgive each other, even if una get reason to complain about another person. Just as Jehovah they use in heart forgive una, make una still they forgive that. They say marriage, happy marriage na union of two persons where they forgive. Husband na imperfect, wife na imperfect. From time to time, if you do something where make us vex, but this Bible portion say, make we forgive each other from our hearts. If the husband forgive the wife, if the wife forgive the husband, this one fit make them they happy and united. To forgive no means say you will forget the matter. Tomorrow when something happen, now so you do the other time. Now so you see do the other time. Now so you see do it. We can't get record of waiting apart that door. That one, it no go help the matter at all. So instead of that, make we open our mind, forgive each other. It go good, say, we go to sit down, talk, say, we go do everything possible to make our marriage succeed. We have to do that. You agree with me, say, time no go allow us to talk the plenty problems where they affect family. But a few principles where we mentioned for God's word, if it be like guidance, where if it help us to have better family. We don't say, no perfect family, no perfect husband, no perfect wife, no perfect pikin. But even if as it be, say we there for the war, way bad, well, when mama apply the principle where they God's word, it could fit help them, may they get happiness for family. Problems go there, very good. Make we take into consideration the love, the guidance, the word where Jehovah give us. This one fit help us make we get better family. So all of us where they here, we go do our best to see how we fit apply this counsel where God's will give us for our family. This one will help us maybe get happy family. And we know say, now happy family, now make happy congregation. So we want to do our part so that all the family will belong to Barrow congregation and all the congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses go there happy.